So here we are on the most important page, and I think this is what people are doing wrong. They're not following these directions. So the lights on the battery, we're ready to go. The unit is showing red. Red means that it's plugged in, but it's not in any kind of a mode where there's any activity. So it's very simple. With the unit plugged in, you hold this down for 1 Mississippi. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, and it goes green. Now you're sitting with it ready to be turned on. How do you do that? You could either hit each individual button to turn on, or do whatever you want. Even you could turn the light on or whatever. But if you want to turn it on medium and on air conditioning, you just press this one time. That's it. Now what happens? The fan turns on, it goes to medium. You got to be sure to open this, right? Because the unit's new and it's never been opened. And you hear the compressor slowly ramping up, and it does so that it's quite brilliant how this compressor works. It does it slowly, and it's using a rotary system, which I assume has some kind of a weight or something inside. I'm not exactly sure, but you could hear it and you could feel there's a good amount of oomph to it, but it's doing it slowly as to not use a lot of amperage. So it's slowly building up with that DC power. So once the unit's on, and right now it's kicking out cold air. The longer you have it on, and this is what I'm finding, and I've dealt with multiple units, when it gets its coldest after about, I'd say, 1 or 2 minutes. Like, it has to be running for a while. It's not cold, like ice cold, immediately. It takes about at least 60 seconds to get cold. Like right now, it's I don't know, it's probably been about 90 seconds. Now it's starting to get cold. Like, if I was in front of this for a while, it would irritate my skin. I definitely would not want to be sitting in front of this directly pointed at me. In any case, you want to turn the unit off. How do you do that, right? It's very simple. First things first, if you want to just have it go to just the fan, firstly, to say just the fan, you press it just like that, and it cycles between low, medium, and high. So just so you understand and you hear what's going on, I put this on low, and you want to turn off the air conditioner part and just have it sit in the fan. What do? You press this. That's it. Now what you hear is interesting. What you actually hear is it's slowly ramping down the compressor so that it settles the refrigerant. Everything is back where it should be. If all air conditioners did this, they would last much, much longer. It's sort of like a turbo in a car when you turn it off, spooling down slowly over the course of X amount of time, and you'll actually hear it. There you go, it just turned off. Now this is just the fan. You can actually hear the fan. That's what the fan sounds like. So I'm going to hit the AC button, turn it back on. It's going to slowly ramp up. And I'll tell you when it's at its full, what it sounds like when it's at its full speed. There we go. So that's the compressor. When it first turned on, it was actually the rear fan. That second thing was the compressor, and now it's slowly building up. It's really quite brilliant how they developed and how it works. So now I think what's going on is people are like, oh, I'm done with the unit. And I don't know for sure, but I haven't had a problem, and the reason is because I follow instructions. What they're doing is they're just unplugging it. It kills off everything. But there's a process. When you turn it off, you hold this, it turns off the fan, it turns off everything, but what's still going? The fan and the condenser actually turned off because I don't think it was running long enough to actually need to do the wind down process. But that's how you turn off this unit. And then you only actually unplug it when it actually turns off completely. And you'll hear it. I'm just going to go through that process one last time. There we go. See, now it's off. when it's red, that's when it's safe to unplug. So I'm going to turn it on. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. Press one time. It goes on to medium with the condenser and the compressor running. The rear fan is on. The front fan is on. And when you want to turn it off, what's that do? Oh, cool. You could actually, I guess you could dehumidify. I can't believe that the front fan turns off like that just by hitting that. That is cool. Oh wait, I think it turned off the condenser with that. Let's see. Let me press it once. Oh, look at that. Oh, it turns off everything but the rear fan when you do that. The exhaust fan. I'll tell you, this unit is really cool. You could pretty much do anything with it. You have like total control over the unit. Anyways, let's see. There we go. Let's see, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3. I guess that turns it off fully. Oh yeah, you know what? Because everything can be turned off and you could still use the Bluetooth and the light and all that. I forgot about that. Those are separate. Okay, anyways. So, you know, it's not like this rinky-dink kind of thing where you just plug it in. You really need to follow directions. And it's even doing stuff that's new to me. And I already read the instructions. So I'm just going to go through it. If you want, you could pause it. I'm just going to go just where it's long enough to focus on each page. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and all that YouTube stuff.